my name is Rachel, and here are 10 books that I am hoping to read this year in 2019. Now, most of these I feel like have been out and about, so I'm not going to give a huge spiel about all of them. I will flash the titles up on the screen so you can make sure to see the cover, but I just really want to blow through these because I feel like most of these have been on my TBR forever, but I do hope to get to them in 2019. So in no particular order, the first book I want to get to is Scythe by Neil Shusterman. I've heard so many good things about this, and it was up for a nominee as one of the Ohio Book Awards that my students could vote for, and somehow I still haven't managed to read it. So I'm definitely looking to get to that in 2019. Number 2 is In Cold Blood by Truman Capote. This is kind of like an original true crime story, and again, it's available in my high school library, and I have not read it, and I really want to, so that's one I just really want to make a priority this year. Next up is Reaper at the Gates by Sabaa Tahir. I absolutely could not wait for this third installment to come out in the Ember series, but I guess I'm just trying to savor it. I'm just trying to hold off as long as I can because the wait between book 2 and 3 was horrendous. So I feel like maybe if I can just hold off a little bit longer, then I won't have as long to go for book 4. So what I'm thinking about doing is maybe doing a reread of book 1 and 2 and then read 3 a little bit closer to when 4 is going to come out. We'll see how long I can hold off, but I just have got to know what happens. So it may be happening sooner rather than later, but we'll see. But it's going to happen in 2019. Next up is Glitter by April Lynn Pike. This is, I believe, the first in a series. I think the next one was like Shatter. Mostly it was just based on the covers. They look fantastic, but it's supposed to be like close to Versailles setting, and glitter is some sort of like a lavish designer drug or something that they're taking. I can't remember exactly how all this plays out, but it just really intrigued me. It's been on my shelf for a while, and I just really want to get to this. I think this will be a fun read, and I just want to see what I think about it, so it's on the list. Next up is Obsidian by Amy, I always call him Amy Kristoff. Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. I always call them just a combo. Maybe that's their celebrity name. But anyway, I want to read Obsidian. I have read the first 2 books in the Illuminae series, and I still haven't managed to get to the third one for some reason. So I'd like to do that, but maybe we'll go back and do a reread of this one as well. We'll just plow right through all of them. We'll see. But I really want to kind of finalize the Illuminae series because this pair has another series that is slated to come out later, I think in the spring. I feel like it's called Aurora Rising maybe, but I'm excited for the new one, so I want to wrap this up so I'm ready for that. So Obsidian is going to be read here pretty soon. Next up is Out of Easy. This is by Ruta Sepetys, and it's a historical novel set in New Orleans, and I'm super excited about this because this is the only book I own by Ruta that I have not read. She wrote Between Shades of Grey, which was recently, I think, re-released with a new name because that is quite an unfortunate name considering it came out right around the time of 50 Shades of Grey. But it was fantastic. It was about like the Lithuanian version of the Holocaust, and I believe it's getting ready to be made into a movie. And then she also wrote Salt of the Sea, which was fantastic. It was one of my top 10 picks from last year. So I'm very excited to get to the next Ruta Sepetys book. Hopefully by the time I read that one, we will have a new book by Ruta Sepetys that I can jump into. But I haven't heard of anything yet, so fingers crossed. Next up is Conjuring of Light. This is by V.E. Schwab. This is the third and final book in the Shades of Magic series, and I haven't read the second book in a while, so I may go back and do another rereading here to finish out the series. I bought this, I think, the day it came out, so I'm not sure why I haven't read it yet, but I do want to get to it. I do feel like I have lost a little bit of the information though, so like I said, maybe I'll go back and read 1 and 2 and then get into Conjuring of Light and wrap the series up this year. Next up is A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. I have yet to read a Sarah J. Maas book, I know. I feel like all the hype on BookTube though just kind of makes me feel like whatever. But I do want to read this. I feel like I've had several kids mention this to me. and it comes up a lot. So I want to read it. That way I have like a basis for it. But I also might really enjoy it because I love Beauty and the Beast, and it's supposed to be like, you know, lightly a Beauty and the Beast tale. So we'll see how I feel about it, but I'm hoping to get to that one this year. Next up is Outlander. I have not read Outlander, and I've had several of my friends telling me they really want me to read it, and I'd kind of like to see the show, so I am just gonna buckle down and get it read this year. I don't know if I'm gonna like it, but isn't that the gamble you take with any book you read? So we'll try it, see what I think. And last but not least is the 5th installment of the Harry Potter series. As I mentioned in another video before, I haven't read all of Harry Potter yet, so this will be the first time that I'm reading number 5, Order of the Phoenix, but I'm super excited. I'm kind of taking it slow. That way I can kind of savor the last few books, since obviously we're not getting new books coming out. But yes, I'm excited to get to Order of the Phoenix, and who knows, maybe it'll inspire me to go back to Harry Potter World, because that was so much fun. So we will see, but it's definitely going to happen this year. And maybe I just will be able to control myself and I'll just finish the series. But if not, I'm loosely planning to read maybe like one every year until I wrap them all up. So 5 is on the map for this year. So there you have it. 10 of the books that I'm planning to read this year that I've been wanting to read for a while, but they're gonna happen in 2019. If you have read any of these before and you think they should move up to a top priority on my list for this year, let me know down below. And what are some books that you're hoping to get to this year? I'd love to know your opinions down below, so please feel free to comment. If you like this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, and definitely go ahead and subscribe. I got a couple more top 10 videos coming at you pretty soon. So thank you for watching. I will see you again in another video soon. Bye for now.